I'm talking here to Moncrieff ahead of his big show for RedFM sessions, all in association with the BAO Sound and Vision Fund. I did tongue twist over that, but we got there in the end.
We got there.
Moncrieff, I've read the story of where the name came from.
Yeah.
But besides the name, tell us where the artist and the person came from.
Well, I came from Tremor in Waterford, down by the hurdy-gurdies. And the artist really didn't really start to come into fruition until like after first year in college. I mean, I was singing a little bit like at the end of like secondary school and stuff, but I really was just afraid that I just wanted to fit in, and I was in an all boys school playing lots of hurling all the time, but only like when I was like 16 my sister passed away, and I was like going through a really tough time, not knowing how to express myself, and music became a lot bigger for me then, and it just not even singing, just more so like just listening to music and just going out in my car and just listening to tunes and living through these songs. And then when I was 18, my brother passed away very suddenly, and that's when I began to try and make songs, terrible songs. But then I moved to London and tried following that sort of feeling, and essentially that's what I've been trying to do ever since, and that's kind of where it all came from.
You started off using music as in a cathartic way, right?
Yeah, always, still, yeah.
That was my question. Is it still that way for you, or has it become where you are almost creating a safe space for other people to feel their feelings, or do you even take that responsibility on? When
I first started making songs, it was so that I could express emotions that were like threatening to overwhelm me as a teenager, and I just kept doing that for myself. It was more out of self-preservation as a kid, because things were really, really heavy. And then as a lot of time passed, and I began to become better at writing songs. Well, not better, but just the amount of terrible songs became a little bit less per all the songs I was writing. I began to realize that everyone else, everybody is going through their own battle, and everyone, regardless of what you see, everyone has their own battles every day, and I just want to make songs for the teenage version of myself and for people that are going through their own thing, so it is like, I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can do it for myself, and that's great, and I need to do that, but it does benefit other people as well, which is obviously a benefit,
It's a nice feeling, I imagine.
Yeah, it's good.
How would you describe the music that you are creating?
Shite. No, it's, how would I describe it? God, how do you describe? I don't know. I guess I try to make songs for the venues that I want to play, and I just want to play songs in a stadium in the summertime for everybody to just get together with a few pints and just sing together and hear that sound of everybody singing a song together, and I think there's something special when everybody sings something together in a big place, or even in a room, there's a feeling like that you can get. I don't know whether that's a scientific thing, whether it's just a purely a psychological thing, whether it's a religious thing, I don't know. But anytime I've gone to a gig where I've done that and I've sang with people, and I've always came out feeling lighter, and so I just want to make songs to create those moments. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't know how to describe the actual music itself, but yeah.
Are there any musical influences in your life? What music are you listening to? Or a double part question, what's on Moncrieff's playlist?
Playlist right now is Tyler, the Creator. He's got a new album out. It's class. song called Dogtooth. Apart from that, yeah, it changes a lot. I mean, I have my go-tos. What are my go-tos? My go-to at the moment is a girl called Gracie Abrams. She's amazing. A bit of Phoebe Bridgers. And then like classic stuff like Donny Hathaway and Otis Redding. And then Kanye. Yeah. Bit of mix a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but there's some solid choices in there. You talk about writing music for the venues you want to play in, right?
Yeah.
You're manifesting some of your dreams there in that process. In December, you played the Olympia, right? Your biggest venue here in Ireland. But you've been performing abroad as well.
Yeah.
What's next on your to-do list?
I mean, the ultimate dream is to come and do Croke Park off the back of like a world tour. That'd be the dream. Like to do Croke Park and to do Madison Square Garden in the same year would be. After that, I don't know whether I would do music. I mean, I don't know. I might just become a gardener after that. Like I'd just be like, yeah. I'd send everybody in my team away on a holiday, and then we can all come back in a while and decide whether we keep going or not. You know. But that's the ultimate dream. Like, and it's a very simple dream. Next on the to-do list, I mean, you kind of got to do a few other bits before you get there.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do something really, really cool outdoors in Dublin. That'd be really cool. A summer show outdoors. But right now it's finishing off. I'm releasing an EP. Finishing that up. Well, that's finished. That's coming out in May. And then the album is coming out in October. So I'm trying to make that sound as good as possible.
Speaking of EPs and albums, right?
Yeah.
How do you think your music has evolved from your first EP to where you are now?
That's a good question. No, I think I've always struggled with the idea of like you have to do a certain type of music. I've always kind of struggled with that idea. I don't know why. I think it's just because I listen to loads of different things, and like I always thought like, if I wanted to do like an angry song, I'll just write a rock song. Or if I want to do a sad song, I'll do a ballad, whatever. But with the first EP, it was quite organic and it was very honest to myself, and I think I always wanted to make something that was just super honest. But I did another EP in lockdown, which was a bit of a major departure, but my mind took a major departure in 2020, as many other people's minds did. But I think I just realised, ultimately, no matter what it is for me, I got into it for super personal reasons. And so the music has to be super personal and be super honest. And I just wanted to be super transparent about where it came from and try sing big songs that people can sing back. And that's basically where I've kind of got to, you know. I might go into hip hop somewhere a few years down the line, who knows, but like we'll see.
Why not?
Yeah.
So speaking of songs and favourite songs and transparency and it being an honesty, do you have a favourite?
Favourite song?
Yeah. Are you allowed?
Of my own songs?
Of course.
Favourite song is always the next song.
Good answer.
Yeah, always. The next song I'm going to write, hopefully.
So we're talking EP in May.
Yeah.
What can we expect from that?
So
do we have
this
a title
EP,
for it?
Yeah, it's called Highways and Hurricanes. And basically, the way I've kind of looked at it, I overthink these things so much. It's a bit more poignant than the Warm EP, and I feel like that's kind of both those EPs together kind of make up like Warm, which is a lot kind of warmer, a bit more happy-go-lucky, and this EP is a little bit deeper and a little bit more poignant. I mean, it goes into some things that are a lot more personal to me, like in my relationship with my brother, and also there's a song in there called Young Men, which I absolutely love, which is going to be the single off the EP, and it talks about like young men's mental health and particularly suicide among young men in smaller communities, and I just think that's a culture that's something, that's a conversation that needs to be kept pushing forward, and it feels like everybody in Ireland has at least like a second degree experience with that, and I just want to at least try to do my part to talk about it, and I really love the song, so that's going to be coming out in a little over 3 weeks, so, and it's going to be fun.
What's been your favourite moment in your journey since you started this?
So far?
Yeah. Oh, do you know, is there something ahead that you're looking forward to? That
no,
you're
yeah. I don't know. I think it'd have to be the Olympia. Like, I mean, I remember coming out of lockdown, I spoke to my friend, I spoke to my manager, and we were like, imagine if you sold out the Olympia. And they were like, you bet you'd have to do a massive session if you sold out the Olympia. And I was like, well, not going to sell out the Olympia, are we? And then it happened very quickly, and then there was a build up to it, and we were on tour for a long time leading up to it, but it was something so special to come back and see that amount of people actually like there and fully up for such a special gig. So it took a while to come down from that. Yeah,
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. You have always had a really strong image since you started. Was that a conscious decision, or was that just part of who you were? Is that something you consciously now develop?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's like, it changes a lot. Like, I get bored of myself. Like,
there's been blue hair, there's been bleached hair.
Been bleached hair, pink hair, green hair, blue hair. I just got bored. I mean, growing up, I always got bored of looking at. I just always wanted to change. Always wanted to try something new out. And then when moving to London, began to look at other people's fashion and stuff. And I just, I don't know. I like to wear different things. You know, wear whatever you like, and wear whatever the hell you feel comfortable and sexy or cool or fun and or comfortable, anything like. So I don't really think about it that much. I mean, I'm not wearing anything crazy today,
but you feel comfortable, cool
shoes.
and sexy in it.
Well,
that's what you're saying.
Maybe not the shoes, but got a coffee stain on this sock, but like top up, I'm okay with it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You travel a lot, right? You've been to LA, you've been, like you said, you live in London for years. You've traveled Europe. Is there anywhere that you've traveled to, stayed, spent some time in that really resonated with you, that you really were just like, yeah, this has got my creative juices going?
Dingle, County Kerry. I love it. I love Dingle.
Take it you went out to see Fungi before he disappeared.
No, never saw Fungi.
Devo
Fungi.
For you.
Yeah, I know. Just a myth now. Dingle. I went there in the middle of early 2021, and that was really special. That's when like a lot of songs from my first EP came out. Other places. I mean, I was lucky enough to go to New Zealand at the beginning of the year, and that place is like Ireland on steroids. It's gorgeous. Have you ever been out there?
Yeah, my sister lives out there. Yeah, beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous. So that was very special.
And that's a great description of it, Ireland on steroids.
It is,
because it's green, but everything
green.
is bigger.
It feels like really vast. But I mean, I really think Dingle is beautiful. I mean, and the Burren. I've written like once or twice a year. I just go out with my friends and book an Airbnb in like Dingle, out in some random place in Dingle, or out in the Burren, and you've got nothing to do except like go to the shop to get some food, go for a swim somewhere like in icy cold water, and put on the fire and try and make songs. And that's the whole point, you know. LA's nice, but you don't need to go to somewhere like LA to make songs, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a personal motto?
Like a mantra or something?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. Like, I got into music when I was like really got into music when I was like 18 because I watched this video from a guy called Alan Watts, where he said, like, what would you do if money was no object? If money wasn't relevant, what would you do? That got me thinking, and that's why I decided to do music. And I don't know, maybe that's a mantra. If anyone is watching or listening, go watch Alan Watts, If Money Was No Object. Yeah.
Fab. Moncrieff, thank you so much for talking to us here for the Red FM sessions on
Thank
Green
you
on
very
Red.
much.
It's been a real pleasure. Can't wait for the show tonight.
Thank you.
I'm really looking forward to the new music.
Sweet.
Amazing. Thanks.
All good.
Cause I'm someone you don't know about. And I know it feels like love right now, but eventually I'll just let you down. Cause trouble follows me down the lane. So sabotage is my middle name. I'm a bona fide shit hurricane. And I'm bona fide that I'll never change. You with me? Cause the truth is I'm scared. You're all I've got so many people in my life, it's fucked with my head. I go and start a fight so I can lose it again. Oh why am I so terrified of letting you in? You're the one thing in my life I don't wanna ruin. I don't wanna ruin. Oh, lost a lot about all time. Sober up and then apologize. But these demons here, they're here alive. It's a beautiful, so don't waste your time. Cause the truth is I'm scared. Louder. I've lost so many people in my life, it's fucked with my head. I go and start a fight so I can lose it again. Oh why am I so terrified of letting you in? You're the one thing in my life I don't wanna ruin. I don't wanna ruin. I don't wanna ruin. Put your hands up in the air. Step one, I was freaking out. Step two, feeling better now. Step three, if you stick around, I promise I'll never let you down. Step one, I was freaking out. Step two, feeling better now. Step three, if you stick around, I promise I'll never let you down. I've lost so many. So I can lose it again. Oh why am I so terrified of letting you in? You're the one thing in my life I don't wanna ruin. I don't wanna ruin. No, I don't wanna ruin. I don't wanna ruin. Put your hands up there one last time. Step one, I was freaking out. Step two, feeling better now. Step three, if you stick around, I promise I'll never let you down. So this is a song called Talk, and I hope you love it. The 4th of April, in a car park, the first time that I said it out loud. I held my breath and stared at the stars, but couldn't stop when the tears rolled down. You say we'll talk, oh, not if we have to. You're my best friend, I need you around. I say, I'm sorry, but I don't see no way out. If I don't believe in God who cannot call, maybe it's easier to end it all. I'm sorry, Mom, it's not your fault. I'm just another picture on your wall. Say, oh, it's time that I talk. Oh, it's time that I talk. My heart was racing, hands were shaking. Suddenly all the words poured out. Like 4 years now, I've been vacant. All these voices, they scream so loud. When those days come around, when the demons come out, I can deal with them now. Cause I've been through hell and found my way out. If I don't believe in God who cannot call, maybe it's easier to end it all. And I'm sorry, Mama, it's not your fault. I won't be another picture on your wall. Say, oh, it's time that I talk. Oh, it's time that I talk. Oh, I think it's time that I talk. Oh, no, 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 no. I think it's time that I talk. Yeah, if I don't believe in God who cannot call, then maybe it's easier to end it all now. And I'm sorry, Mama, it's not your fault. I won't be another picture. Put your hands with me at one time. Say, oh, it's time that I talk. Say, oh, it's time that I talk. Oh, no, 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 no. Woo-hoo. It's time that I talk. Oh, no, no, no. I think it's time that I talk. I love you. Holding you at night, it doesn't feel right, though. It doesn't feel right. Cause after all we've been through, I've lost a friend. Didn't think we'd get here. Crazy how we end up strangers again. I tried my best, but you let me down. Loving you rules me, but I'll stick around. Remember the nights when we danced on the ceiling. Now I stare at mine and just picture you leaving. I'm not perfect, but is anyone perfect? After all this time, I thought I'd be worth it. You used to call every night we got home. Now I'm getting used to just being alone. Just being alone. Should've seen it coming, you just fall asleep at night. It didn't feel right, no, it didn't feel right. Remember a time when our love was for life. Now we just fight, no, now we just fight. Cause after all we've been through, I've lost a friend. Didn't think we'd get here. Crazy how we end up strangers again. And so I tried my best, but you let me down. Loving you rules me, but I'll stick around. Remember the nights when we danced on the ceiling. Now I stare in mine and just picture you leaving. I'm not perfect, but is anyone perfect? After all this time, I thought I'd be worth it. You used to call every night we got home. Now I'm getting used to just being alone. Can you repair a heart that's been broke? Cause I lost a piece of my own to the hole. That one day you'll wake up and maybe you know that I would have died just for you to come home. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Can you guys get your lights up for a second? I want to see everybody with their phones out and their lights up. I want to see everybody's face in this whole place. Let's take this home. I try my best, but you let me down. I stuck around. Remember the nights when we danced on the ceiling. No, I'm not perfect, but is anyone perfect? After all this time, I thought I'd be worth it. And you used to call every night we got home. Now I'm getting used to just being alone. Just being alone. Thank you.